Becoming an Army officer is an incredibly noble and selfless decision. The fact that you even clicked on this video shows the type of person you are and the amount of character that you have. So there are several different avenues one can choose from when becoming an Army officer. There are commissioning sources such as the United States Military Academy, better known as West Point, Army Officer Candidate School, or OCS, and the Direct Commissioning Program for our law and medical professionals. I commissioned through the Reserve Officer Training Corps, ROTC, program at the University of Arizona. Let me tell you a little bit about that.
What's up, Daniel?
My name is Daniel Coffeen, and I'm in the Army.
Killing in the name of...
Fitness is my passion, but I love food.
Killing in the name of...
Welcome to my life. Alright guys, so the way that ROTC is actually broken down is it's broken down by your MS1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s, which all coincide with your freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year of college. Your MS1 and 2 year, or your freshman and sophomore year, is really laid back. This is your initial entry into the Army. So what you're gonna be doing in ROTC is you're gonna be taking a once a week class, which is gonna be your didactic, introduction to tactics, introduction to leadership portion of the Army. Then you're going to have a once a week for about 3 hours, a lab. And this is gonna be a practical exercise of everything that you're learning in your class. It's gonna be led by the MS3s, it's going to be planned by the MS4s, and you guys as the MS1s and 2s are going to be the people that are actually executing all of the training. Your primary role as an MS1 and 2 is a squad member, sometimes a team leader. You are the training aid for the MS3s so that they can refine their skills before they go to their advanced camp, which we'll get into in a second. Last thing, MS1s and 2s, there's going to be a mixture of contracted and non-contracted cadets. So if you are a non-contracted cadet, your primary goal is to become a contracted cadet. So the one thing that I can advise to you is to attend every single ROTC event, even though it may not be mandatory, and volunteer for any sort of extra detail or duty that you can, so you can beef up your resume when it comes to contracting time. MS1 and 2 year, it's time for your MS3 year. And your MS3 year is your most important year of ROTC. And that's because this is the year where it is your time to be evaluated. The fall semester and the spring semester, you will be in different leadership positions throughout your ROTC battalion, and you will be evaluated in those leadership positions by your MS4 class and your seniors. You're going to be assuming positions like squad leader, platoon sergeant, platoon leader, first sergeant, company commander. You're going to be in direct leadership of the MS1s and 2s. You are going to be directly responsible for everything that they do during this year. You're going to be writing and pitching warning orders, operations orders, fragmentary orders. So you are going to be actually executing everything that the MS4s plan for you all to do. And what this year is for preparation for your advanced camp. It was called LDAC when I was in ROTC, now it's called CLC, Cadet Leadership Course. And during this 30-day course, you are going to be evaluated on your leadership abilities and your basic soldier skills. And you're evaluated based off of the Army leadership model. So the results from CLC will determine your ranking on the Order of Merit list, which is ultimately going to determine your fate in the Army. It will determine if you're going to be a guardsman, a reservist, if you're going to be on active duty orders. It will also directly influence the job that you will do in the Army, also known as your branch. So it's absolutely imperative that you do your due diligence to learn as much as you can when you're in MS1 and 2 so that you're able to execute and get good evaluations when you're in MS3. MS3, like I said, is the most important year of your entire ROTC career. So a couple tips I have for you. If your degree program allows it, take a light load your MS3 year so that you can focus on ROTC. Make sure you are spot on with your PT. So really invest that time when you're in MS1 and 2 to make sure your PT score is good so that it carries over into your MS3 year. And learn and talk to as many people as you can, because those experiences from other people, especially your MS4s, about their time at CLC is going to be really important for you. MS3 is a challenging year, but it is one of the best years that you'll have in ROTC. FTXs, also known as field training exercises. These are training events that are going to take place at least twice a year the entire time you're in ROTC. So if you think about your didactic classes that you get once a week as being your crawl, and your labs or practical exercises that you do being your walk, then your FTXs are your run phase. And so basically this is your culminating exercise for the entire semester. It usually is a 3-day long exercise, and it encompasses things like obstacle courses, land navigation, squad tactical exercises, and even some rappelling, and then usually just some team building events to really get everyone fired up for ROTC. They're actually really fun. Unless you go to a school where it gets really cold, then I can't imagine them being very fun. I went to the University of Arizona, we didn't really have that problem. So during the summers of your MS1 and 2 year, there's a lot of opportunity to do a lot of summer training. And what I mean by summer training is actually going to real Army schools like the Army Airborne School, the Army Air Assault School, Combat Diver Qualification Course. There's even opportunities for people to go do language programs in other countries and other parts of the United States. Really, really great opportunities that you need to take advantage of. However, the only way you can take advantage of those things is if you are high enough on the MS1 and 2 Order of Merit list, or OML. Basically, this OML is very similar to all the other OMLs in ROTC. It's made up of your PT score, your GPA, and basically what your instructors think of you. So if you can really focus on improving those 3 things during your time in ROTC as an MS1 and 2, then you're probably gonna get an opportunity to go to one of those schools. Okay, so as soon as you come back from advanced camp, now you are an MS4. An MS4's responsibility in the ROTC program is to be the staff, okay? You plan the training that the MS3s execute. You will resemble a mock staff, so you'll have S1, which is personnel, S2, which is intelligence, S3, operations, S4, supply and logistics, and S6, which is communications. You will have a mock staff that's made up of those individuals, which will be headed by a cadet battalion commander and a cadet battalion executive officer, and you guys will plan the training that the MS3s are going to execute. And this is just to give you kind of an understanding and a taste of what Army staff and Army life is like at the battalion and below level, at the tactical level. There's 3 levels of leadership in the Army. Those are strategic, operational, and tactical. And all of this experience that you're getting as an MS4 is going to be at the tactical level, the very lowest level that you can be at. And this is because as a company grade officer, second lieutenant through captain, you are going to be mostly at the tactical level. And so this is going to allow you to get those reps in, to get that understanding of what is going on at tactical level planning, tactical level leadership. At this point, you already know if you are going to be a guardsman, a reservist, or an active duty officer. You know your branch, and probably you already know your duty location. So the rest of your MS4 year is really you just learning more, as much as you can about the Army before you commission into it. finishing your degree, and then getting ready to PCS, permanent change of station, from your school or your home to your duty location. MS4 year is really great. This is honestly where my friends and I that were MS4s with me really bonded the most, and I think it's because we were about to leave each other, but this is where I made some of the greatest relationships that I have in my life, to including the best one, which is my wife Jessica, who was an MS4 with me. That is just a little taste of what ROTC is about. Like I said before, you can purchase my book, first link in the description box if you want to. And if you can't afford the $7.99 it costs, then just email me. I will send you one out of the kindness of my heart, so that you can have a better understanding of what you're going to be getting yourself into if ROTC is something you're going to be pursuing. Now, like I said, there's multiple different commissioning sources. ROTC is just the one that I chose and the one that I am most familiar with. If you have any questions about other commissioning sources, West Point, OCS, Direct Commission, I know individuals who have done all three. If you want to reach out to me, you can. I can put you in contact with some of those individuals who would be more than happy to help. Like I said, I commissioned into the Medical Service Corps, so I'm a Medical Service Corps officer. If you have any Medical Service Corps officer questions or just officer questions in general, please feel free to comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, like and subscribe, and you can check out these videos here too if you want. We'll see you later.